Hey drivers, Lee Polson here, driving instructor for paper transport. Today we're going to show you how to couple and uncouple our tractor to the trailer using our PAL system and lap system. So as you can see, I lined up my tractor and then I backed in. I wanted to see my back tire underneath my trailer, then I'm going to stop. What I'm going to do is get out and check my trailer height. My trailer height should be where my fifth wheel is picking up the trailer. There shouldn't be no gap in it. Then the next thing I want to do is check, go underneath here and check my apron and my Kingpin to make sure it's not bent, cracked, or mushroom. So we're going to visually inspect that. I'm checking out the Kingpin to make sure it's not bent, cracked, or mushroom, and it's totally lined up with my fifth wheel. After we inspected the fifth wheel and the apron, we're going to walk down here and check our tandem pins on our trailer. Now there's two tandem pins on each side. There's one right there and then one way down here. You just want to make sure those are locked in so when you back into this trailer, it does not slide into any objects behind you. So I rolled my tractor back into the trailer. Nice smooth connection. I didn't go hard where I'm not going to damage the fifth wheel. You heard that nice click. So now what I'm going to do is perform the PAL system, and PAL stands for Pin, Airlines, Landing Gear. So the first thing we're going to check is the most important thing, and that's our pin. I'm going to use a flashlight to visually check that. I'm going to make sure my handle is all the way flushed in my fifth wheel. That's a good indication that it did latch. I'm going to visually go underneath there now and check it. There, I made sure that jaw is all the way across. Now, we did a tug test, but the tug test really doesn't mean nothing because that jaw could be halfway across. When you tug test it, it doesn't feel like it's locked in, but as soon as you turn right, you can lose your trailer. So that's why you always want to visually check that jaw and make sure it's all the way across. So we did the P for PAL for the pin. Now A for the airlines. So we want to start inside out, hook up the blue line, check our electrical, and the airline, emergency line. That's all good. And then the last is the landing gear. Here we want to make sure we have 3-point contact and then raise it all the way up. All right. And that's our PAL system on coupling the trailer. Okay, now we're going to show you how to uncouple the trailer using lap opposite the PAL. So lap again starts with landing gear, airlines, then pin third. So again, just grab your dolly, 3-point contact, opposite way. One other quick tip, when you're dropping a trailer, especially when it's loaded, really heavy trailers, make sure it's a nice solid ground. Sometimes you're going to be dropping these in gravel lots or dirt lots. If that's the case, you want to put some piece of wood underneath it so it doesn't sink in. Now you see I didn't go all the way to the floor. I left it about 1 inch off the ground. The reason why we like to drop our trailers with 1 inch, so when we pull out, the next guy pulls in and it takes the weight off the trailer. Then we're going to do A for airlines. All right, now I'm going to show you how to uncouple it. We lower the landing gear, did the airlines. Now we're going to do the pin. There's 2 ways of doing it. One's with the fifth wheel puller and the one's with the automatic puller inside our trucks. And I'll show you both. Now the fifth wheel puller, what you want to do is take this hook, go in, hook my handle, and pull. Lift up and pull to the left. Now she's unlocked. So now I'm going to demonstrate the automatic Kingpin release, which is a really nice feature. It saves your shoulders and arms, and that's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and fire the engine up. I want to make sure there's enough air in our tanks because it operates on air. All right, so I got enough air in there. what I'm gonna do is push down up on top, and I'm gonna hold it, and then on my screen here, she'll let me know when she's released. So I'm gonna go ahead, push it down. Usually it takes about 3 seconds, and there it is. It says Kingpin release is active. So what I do is just push in my tractor brake, just pull out just a little bit. I'm gonna stop right there. Now remember, we left an inch off that off the ground, so if the trailer has a lot of heavy weight, we don't want that trailer slamming and wrecking the landing gear. So what we're gonna do is lower our airbags. We're gonna let that trailer drop down, rest on the ground before we pull out. And there it is. And as you can tell, it was nice and smooth. So that's how you uncouple and couple up a trailer using our lap system and our PAL system. For more driver contact, please like and subscribe.